following the Citizen TV investigative story on firearms over the weekend. The Director General of the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, George Kinoti, has dismissed the report as false and misleading, saying the weapons shown in the story did not belong to the police. Kinoti admonished Citizen TV for not interviewing senior police officers for this particular report. The DCI boss, who addressed a press conference earlier this afternoon, says the story has tainted the image of the entire police service.
Kinoti called the press conference at the DCI headquarters following the investigative story aired on Citizen TV over the weekend.
The allegation made in this report are extremely serious. Extremely serious. It is also apparent that crimes relating to unlawful possession of firearms may have been committed in the context of this report. During the subject period, journalists from the Royal Media Services are frequently interacting with the senior security officials, including the Inspector General of the National Police Service, but have never raised this matter. I wish it was. We have approached the Inspector General, we approached the DCI or any service commander or any police officers, and then we failed to cooperate with you. I wish, but then it was never. A pistol which was presented having been given by the police officers, which is there in your present, in the history of the National Police Service, we have never stocked, charged a firearm. Myself, for over 28 years service, from the time I was put as a recruit constable, I've never seen charge a pistol. If you see like AK-47, surely, in all fairness, to say it's for a police firearm, it could be having a police identification serial number, which they have confirmed belong to a police. And even if it was deleted, we could be seeing not only the direction of the serial number, but the direction of the police identification.
Armed with statements both from the Royal Media Services and DCI, as well as displaying the recovered firearms and uniforms, Kinoti said the report had put the police service in disrepute.
Which commander can dare cover a police officer who gives a criminal a firearm? Which commander? The report therefore failed basic test of journalistic ethics and standard, and was stranded in what seemed to be a deliberate, malicious attempt to discredit and humiliate the National Police Service. We can only conclude, therefore, that this is also aimed at creating public pandemonium over the management of the security sector. It was not only false, but injurious to the stability of the country. The reporting, therefore, amounts to abuse of media freedom as stipulated in the Constitution and the Media Act of Kenya 2013.
Kinoti told the news conference that Citizen TV ought to have involved the police or DCI detectives during the operation.
The timing and manner of the report, therefore, appears to be an attempt to create tension and disharmony between the police and civilians. The Inspector General, in consultation with the National Police Service Commission, has never hesitated to take stand and immediate action against any officers found violating the National Police Service standing orders. Further, if the media house were hesitant to approach the National Police Service on this matter, it could have at least approached Internal Affairs Unit, which is fairly independent. Then, if it's not Internal Affairs Unit, then the Dependent Police Oversight Authority, which is absolutely independent and at liberty to investigate any malpractice as far as the police criminality is concerned. None of these avenues, which were utilized by the reporters who went to investigate and hired this story.
56 assault rifle.
The DCI team went through a detailed account of how arms are acquired and accounted for in the police service, displaying for the very first time ledgers and booklets, which are used to record details of all the firearms in the hands of the police.
My experience as an examiner, this type of firearms, we get them from the northern eastern parts.
There's not a firearm in the Republic of Kenya. You can see from where we can trace it where, it can be found. So, but it found it. The only people who brought it here, they are the only people who can tell us how they did it and how it came to be in their possession.
The moment a police officer gets that firearm from armories, its details and the serial numbers of that firearms is indicated in this record.
Kinoti now wants media personnel to involve security officers in similar exposés in the future in order to guarantee their safety, as well as bring to an end the proliferation of firearms in the country.
We have sat with you people many times saying how we can corroborate. Then if we could say we came to seek corroboration on this operation and refused, at least even now I will not be standing with your presence here because I'll be full of shame. For us, for almost all the operation, most of them which we do, we always call you on board. Please, let's go there. We even have hammered you, bulletproof, hammered headgear and all that. We put you in our aircraft, we put you in our vehicles, and we go for the operation. This could be a fantastic operation if at least you put us on board. Fantastic. We won't be celebrating around because up to now we have no idea the crime these weapons could have committed.
Nimro Tabu, Citizen TV.